Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another week of 52. And gosh, this comic is good. Oh, wait, do I have my water? I do have water. Never mind, don't have to fill this up. Oh, Egg Wobble. Hello, Egg Wobble. My little guy just been right by me. He's just, he has best spot in the house, I'd say, because, he's like, I have a fan on top of my PC, and that fan's, it's like not a PC fan, but, I use my PC as a bit of like a, not really a side desk per se, but it is just a good spot to put a fan on there. And right now, that fan's pointed right at that egg wall. He's having a good time. It's been hot recently. Yes, last week. Well, not last week because last week I had those audio issues into the stream. But no. 2 weeks ago, what was going on in the comic? 2 weeks ago in the comic, Renee Montoya met her ex-girlfriend Kate Kane to get more information about that building she investigated that had aliens in it that attacked her. Along with that, Booster Gold, celebrity hero, became, celebrity screw up because it turns out he's been faking his rescue missions. Turns out he's hiring actors to be villains to get him more press, and that exploded out into him being found out. And lastly, was that one last thing? There was like one other thing that happened during the con that I. Okay, so we have Booster getting found out, Renee Montoya meeting her ex-girlfriend, and lastly, Animal Man, Starfire, and Adam Strange are still stranded on a planet, but it turns out this planet has a giant on it. And so, we begin with Week 8. When Week 8 will take us to the story of... We can take this to the story of Natasha Steele and Henry Irons. Well, Natasha, basically the Steele family. Metropolis, Steelworks. Week 8, Night 1. Nat! Natasha! It's 2 in the morning! Don't you think it's time you gave yourself a rest? You gonna make me a new suit of armor? No. Can I get the Medicine therapy and get some real powers then? Hell no. I'm not done, Uncle John. Fine. I'm going to bed. Try not to burn this place down. For the morning edition, beginning at 6 o'clock, we'll have reports on the latest developments in the Booster Gold fraud allegations, the slowly recovering effort in Star City. What allegations? He's guilty as sin. As well as the live interview with Lex Luthor and more about his Medicine for Everyman program. From all of us at the WLII, good night, Metropolis. Not again. What the hell? Thunk. Thief! Loaders! No more stealing from my shop! Someone stop them! Stop the thief! Ding! Whew. You missed. He said, "Stop thief." I aimed for the guy charging $30 for disposal of diapers in a disaster zone. This isn't Metropolis, Ralph. It's not even Gotham. Tonight, you're in my city. Like what I've done with the place? Ollie, stop. This isn't your fault. I guarantee you, 8 weeks ago, no one thought, well, great, the world's at war with a cosmic-powered supervillain. I sure hope Green Arrow can hold Star City by himself. You want to do a stretchy putty thing or not? Lost my taste for Gingold last year. Cover me. We've got the worst of it, that's for damn sure. Entire neighborhoods leveled, school systems bankrupt, privatized police bullying good, frightened folk. And hidden in the shadows because he can't face the people he let down, a stubborn idiot with a quiver on his back. I want to get the city up on its feet again, Ralph, but I ask you, what can one man do? You know the answer to that, Ollie. In fact, I seem to remember you asking that exact same question once before. Oh ho! Not for a very long. Well, if you're getting at what I think you're getting at, that's crazy talk. What on earth makes you consider? Just a suggestion. Don't ignore it. Let's attack my problem. I'm here looking for someone. Someone's. Holy crap! Yeah, actually, that's essentially my read on it too. My wife's tombstone was defaced by an underground lunatic fringe calling itself the Cult of Connor. I'd heard they set up church here, and apparently that was a solid lead. That's their sign. Empty. Should we expect them back? No. They travel, like cockroaches scurrying at the sight of any hint of exposure. What do they worship, or do I want to know? Resurrection. They believe that the deceased can come back from the dead. When did it start, John? A couple days ago. Been progressing steadily since. But have you been able to control when you transform? After eternal manifestation, to an extent. I'm a little afraid of what will happen if I try to switch from solid to molten. What I don't have is any control over when it initially manifests. It sounds alien in origin. Have you been off planet recently? Near orbit, only I was part of the strike team that killed Brother Eye. I suppose it could be some sort of mutation on the OMAC virus. There was this woman with no, not OMAC at all. There's a total absence of nanobot presence in this sample. Interesting. Incredibly high concentrations of chromium, nickel, carbon, and iron. What does that make? Stainless steel. I'm turning into stainless steel. John, please don't worry. There's a cure. There must be. We'll find it. Oh, I know where to find it. I even know who did it to me, Kala. Stainless steel. That's like Luther's idea of a joke. He must have done it to me in here when he visited Star Labs with all those reporters. He put his arm around me. That's when he must have done it. Injected me with something, most likely. Something that either triggered my metagene or infected me with one. Which means he can tailor the results. But why? Why would he do this when he has thousands of people lining up to become the next Superman? Why you? To punish me. What do you think this metagene program is, Kala? Lex Luthor doesn't want to create Supermen. He wants to control them. Why is the alarm? Look out! John, the samples! Sizzle, 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 sizzle. Week 8, day 3. Happened just like I said. If people was yelling, I didn't hear nothing. Counted my grandson throwing a fit about something, kids. Anyways, 1 second, there we was on the sidewalk. Then I felt this hand grabbing my shoulder, right? And I turned around, it's like all of a sudden I'm looking at the sun fella standing there, and I think it felt hard to tell. Because he was slowing us in a big burst of light. Doesn't burn or nothing, but half a second later when my eyes are clear, we're across the street and where he's been standing. Well, save yourself, whoever he was. He saved our lives. But I'll be honest, mister. I didn't get a good look at him. Not through all that ash and smoke. It was bad in there, and we were goners. Nowhere to run when the ceiling collapsed. Only reason we're not dead is thanks to someone popping in out of nowhere, making all those falling rafters just vanish. It seemed like we wanted to thank him, but week 8, day 5. He didn't stick around. Just sheared in the gunsman's rifle clean in half. Pulled my daughter out of the riptide. If I have to hear one more word with this guy, I'm gonna punch you in the neck. Sir, please, your image is in the toilet skates, so what damage is there left to be done? 1 week, Booster is Metropolis' favorite hero. The next, some new Boy Scout has moved in while I've given the heave-ho. Sir, this man's taking notes. This man's going to write whatever he feels like so long as it sells papers. He didn't come to Quizman and get the new guy. He came to rub in my face in this week's headline. Isn't that right, pal? Or have you actually gathered some facts for a change, huh? What about it? Do you know who this mystery hero is? I do not, Mr. Gold. But I can guarantee you, I'm going to find out. Ring, a ring. Still works. Hello, this is Kala Avasti calling from Star Labs. Is Sean Henry available? He's out. I can take a message. If you'd please, let him know. I've confirmed the test, and it is Luther's metagene strain rewriting his DNA. I'll let him know. I need to call him as soon as he can. I need him to call me as soon as he can. Ugh. Last score, Everyman Project. Uncle John, you hypocrites! Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Damn it! Damn it, stupid air pockets! Ah! Wait, did I? 3. Oh, no. No, come on, man. This isn't fair. It was almost done. Nat, you alright? No, I'm not alright. I've been wearing this stupid new suit for a week and weeks, and now it's trashed. I've got metal burns and slag burns, my eyes hurt, and I'm tired, and all because you won't let me have my own armor. Because you said I had. Hey, Pig, welcome. Midway through issue 8, we're basically so far what's happened this issue is some new heroes. After Booster Gold got found out as a fraud, some new heroes on the scene taking his spotlight. And while this is happening, Henry Irons has now been officially confirmed that Lex Luthor has infected him with some kind of metagene, and now his body's turned into pure steel. Literally, it has carbon, iron, chromium, all that stuff makes stainless steel. And then Natasha Irons has now discovered that her uncle is becoming metal, but she thinks that he's a hypocrite for it. You said I hadn't earned it. That I had to make myself that powers. Need to be earned, not given. I guess that meant only me, right? Natasha! What's with that skin, Uncle John Brown? Not good enough for you? Damn it, not Nat! Decided to trade in for something more appropriate to your name? So did you want it, Uncle John? Did you earn the powers Lex Luthor gave you? You gonna be your own hero? Natasha, calm down, it's all you think. Don't talk to me. It's all lies anyway, right? I should have listened to you. I should be back there making sure this ship's ready to launch. Listen, you were the one who let Starfire go off on her own. You guys spent weeks spaced out on alien fruit. Gentlemen, buddy, I'm just saying, she's been gone a long time. It's a big planet. She's a warrior princess, buddy. Think about those words. Have you ever been to Tamaran? No. Well, I have. These are advanced societies. The liberation of women may have only happened on Earth in the 1970s, but believe me, it's old news everywhere else in the sky. Trust me, she can take care of herself. Adam, shush! I think I found her. What is she? Is she alive? Somebody shut her up. So we find her. Like bait! Adam! It's a trap! Boom! In proper lines, those of you who have not filled out applications need to do so, or you'll be disqualified from consideration. Those of you who have filled out applications but have not submitted a processing fee and received a receipt will be disqualified from consideration. Next batch of candidates will be chosen at the top of the hour. Once again, you must remain in your lines or you'll be disqualified. Luther, pick me, please! Lex, I wanna fly! Please, anything, I'll do anything, please! Mr. Luthor, President Luthor, I love you, Lex, like the Flash, before he vanished. Tall buildings in a single bound. You know what they are, Mercy? Sir? Slaves. And they're all mine. They told me to stand in this line. Don't get lippy with me, girl. I'll disqualify you. Here and now. Someone already supposed to do. What seems to be in trouble, Lewis? This young lady doesn't have a miner's release, sir. I was explaining. It's Natasha, isn't it? Natasha Irons. Yes, Mr. Luthor? And you're applying for my little program, are you? I wonder what your uncle would have to say about that. My uncle can go to hell. No, my uncle can go to hell. Indeed. Congratulations, Natasha. You're the first candidate of the day. Now, why don't you tell me who you want to really be? You're certain you want to go on without screenings? You want to try to give a man who suffers doubt, Dennis? Get on with it. Make the girl's dream come true. Which resequency, sir? Resequency string, sir. The whole package, Dennis. She wants it all, and she wants it now, so let's give it to her. And that was week 8. Now to week 9. So the main issue of issue 8 was, culminating in, the drama that's been happening with the Steel family, where Steel's niece wants to, have her powers back. She's like saying, why so hard on me? Why can't you give me my suit of armor back so I can, be a superhero? And she's even trying to make her own suit. It's like, hey, she's the one that earned it. But then, well, her uncles, got infected with some iron, so a little bit of, I guess, the iron deficiency, I guess it's an iron overdose. But she doesn't realize that, he doesn't want this. But she thinks, oh, he's just, taking the easy way out, making me go the hard way. And now, on to week 9. Metropolis, week 9, day 1. This is a country founded on a dream of equality and of equanimity, a dream of peace and of hope, of tolerance and perseverance, a dream where everyone, even a boy from Smallville, can become, President of the United States. We call it the American Dream. What is that really? A chicken in every pot? A car in every garage? That was the old dream, my friends, my guests. I have seen a new dream. A dream where every man becomes a Superman. God bless America. God bless America. Now let's launch some fireworks, courtesy of LexCorp. You want fireworks, Lex? I'll give you fireworks. Dr. Irons. Looks like your skin fine matches your name. Steel. Where is she? Where's my niece? Where's Natasha? Oh, Junie, welcome. I was just in the middle of reading some comics. We are on week 9 of 52. Hey, man, what are you doing? Nico? Welcome. Hedgehog Raid. Glad to have one. I'm just finishing up my comic reading for the week, and then I'm going to be playing some Binding of Isaac. Metroid Prime. Ah, yes. Metroid. I don't know much about Metroid, but isn't there a new Metroid coming out? So how is that then, Judy? How's Prime 3? I know there's Prime's the good ones, right? Prime's good, right? Oh, Dread. Okay. Ah. Prime games are masterpieces. Trying to 100% the trilogy. That sounds, wow, 100%ing that sounds actually kind of difficult because, well, I mean, the word Metroidvania games are usually rather sprawling and long and have a lot of exploration. Just finished Prime 1 and 2, 100%. Wow. It's really fun to 100% games. You get that, the sense of accomplishment that, you've done all there is to do, and you basically said you explored every nook and cranny. You've seen it all. So you're trying, wow, so, how far are you in 3 then? You've got 1 and 2 done, how's 3 then? Pretty satisfying, yes. I just started 3. Already 20% done. Dang, that's a good amount. That's a lot. No, I guess I'll restart the issue because that's just only a few pages in. But yes, this is 52. Okay, okay. For the new people, I'll do a bit of a history lesson. There's a whole year. There's a year-long comic where every week DC would put out. It's 52. 52 weeks in a year. Every week DC put out a new comic of this series. That was basically a big anthology series where there was 5 separate stories that all slowly came together. And one big thing with this series is there was no Superman, no Batman, no Wonder Woman. This is saying, okay, the 3 most important heroes in DC. Is that, okay, what if we did a year without them? What if we did a year of no Superman? Superman has no powers. A year of no Batman. Batman has no training. A year of no Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman is out fighting herself. She's regaining her humanity after murdering a dude. So this basically this is a series of the lesser known characters. And right now we're basically seeing Steel. Steel was one of Superman's best friends. It's basically during the 90s there was this whole big event called Death of Superman, and after Superman quote unquote died, a bunch of fakes. Well, I would say fake Superman. Basically, a bunch of superheroes that said, "Hey, I'm the heir of Superman. I'm the next Superman." Came out, and one of them was Steel. Steel is basically Iron Man, but instead of being an Iron Man, he's actually has an iron suit and a hammer. So he's instead of finding blasts of like energy like what Iron Man does. No, he just has a hammer of metal. And right now he has some drama going on with his niece. See, Lex Luthor. Well, Lex Luthor Lex Luthor always has plans going on. He's a very crafty guy. Lex Luthor has infected Steel with basically turned him into a metal statue. And right now, his niece's like, hey, why do you have powers? I thought you said powers suck. We need to, make our own people. You don't need powers. But, she feels betrayed by him. And now, she's joined LexCorp for their power program. Since it turns out, Lex Luthor has determined how to give powers to anybody. And now then, we begin with week 9. Oops, that was week 8. Here's week 9. Metropolis, week 9. This country is founded on a dream of equality and equality, a dream of peace, of hope, of tolerance, and perseverance, a dream where everyone, even a boy from Smallville, can become, I don't know, President of the United States. We call it the American dream, but what is that really? A chicken in every pot? A car in every garage? That was the old dream, my friends, my guests. I have seen a new dream. A dream where every man becomes a Superman. God bless America. Now, let's watch some fireworks, according to LexCorp. You want fireworks, Lex? I'll give you fireworks. Dr. Irons. Looks like your skin finally matches the name. Steel. Huh. Where's she? Where's my niece? Where's Natasha? Let him go! You think that's gonna work? Did your boss tell you what he was going to do to me? How he's gonna change me? Make me match my name? Ah! I want my niece back. And if you've so much touch her, Lex, I've done more than that, John. I made her dreams come true. Which is far more than you've ever done, I think you'd agree. You'll never change, always taking what you're not supposed to take. Giving what's not yours to give. Last chance. Where is she? She's right here. And she thinks she'd better put her boss down before you get hurt. Let him go, John. Undo it. Change her back. You bastard! I'll kill... No. Leave him alone. Ugh. You picked the wrong group, old man. No, Heracles. Get back. Let me handle him. Don't fight me, Uncle John. You've got no idea what I've become. Don't you understand? You'll lose, don't you understand? You have no idea how powerful Luthor's made me. Nat, what happened to you, Nat? Didn't you hear a thing I said to you? I heard it all, but the world doesn't work like you want it to work. The world doesn't care how much you work or how hard you try. Look at you. Look what happened to you. Look at my parents where they are, huh? You take what you can when you can. Only a fool would do anything else. Then I guess I'm a fool. Because I cannot let you do this. Not to yourself and not for a man like Lex Luthor. You can't stop me. This is between Lex and me. Get out of the way, Natasha. Make me. Wham! Crash! Stand down, Uncle John. You've already lost. No. That man's taken too much from me. He can't have you too. Whoa! Get out of the way! Now. Don't you get it? Now you begin to see? This is what I've always wanted. To become the hero you've always talked about. To have the power to do it. If you'd hit Luthor with that, he'd be dead now, Uncle John. And you'd have murdered him. So you tell me, which of us is the hero here? No! You're confused, Nat. You're not thinking straight. It's you who's lost his mind. Not me. You're right. But I'm right too. Natasha, please. Give up. Come home. Uncle John, haven't you heard a single thing I said? This is what I want. I'll never give it up. Not for you. Not for anyone. Wham! Sploosh! There's heat in my face that feels like the sun. Like a dozen tiny suns. The first thing I think about when I wake up is again my wife, and then the kids. I hope the world made it. I'm on an alien planet, light years from home, trussed up with a couple of space heroes called Starfire and Adam Strange. The giant who trapped us like animals has been keeping us here for days. I think he's gonna eat us. Calls himself Deliverance the Pursuer. Names like that always mean trouble. I have one purpose. I am the god of the pursuit. I got that, but why us? We came here by mistake. We ruined after a battle in space. You only need a power source to get home, not your enemies. You stood at the center of the universe. You saw beyond the veil, beyond the 2 and the 12 walls of the heavens. That knowledge belongs to the gods alone. And oh man. Starfire, you're awake? Whole planet's a trap. The trees, narcotic fruits, these bindings, you've heard all of it just to catch us. I've had enough of this. Okay, I have a plan. Of course you're gonna cut me off from the source of my powers. Animal life. Adam Strange, this device you wear. You can't. Oh, sorry, buddy. Aw. Hey, Guava. Okay? Hey, buddy. That's my dog. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh. You can't get to work that way. It's controlled manually. Let me show you. Click. Cover me, buddy. Close your eyes. Starfire, now. Oh, no. Got it. Got it. Of course, Deliverance has the whole planet booby-trapped. Him being the god of the hunt and all. Too bad for him. You sneaked up on me last time. Let's see how you fare in a fair fight. Bam! Well, you said we need a power source, Adam. How's this? That Lance. That's a way off planet. See? I told you I'd sort something out. Yeah, but what are you talking about? All that walls of heaven stuff. What does it sound like? It means he's not the only one. Someone thinks we saw something humans weren't meant to see, and they put a contract on us. Even if we make it off-world, we're gonna have to have every bounty hunter in the known universe on our tails. Great. Let's carry this back then, shall I? That's what I love about being a superhero. The endless complications. Gotham City. That was a nice one. I like the green ones. Another beer, I'm getting one. Hey, buddy, you lost? You look like you went Dixieland. That's the next block's over. Yeah, think? I can't believe we're losing this to Star City. 7th inning stretch, and the singing of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," led by local candidate for mayor Oliver Queen. Tell me about it. At least we're kicking Metropolis's ass this year. Can I help you? Oh, that'd be like 5. That'd be 6. Can I help you? Bottle of lit, please. Okay. What inning? 7th. Stars 5, Knights 2. You know this is a lesbian bar, right? So no men's room, huh? Smart ass. Consistency is everything. By the way, how's your arm? Who are you? No, I was first, and I'm still waiting for an answer. You. Me. I was wondering if I'd ever see your face again. One of the many ways. My name's Vic. My friends call me Charlie. Curious? Full of questions? Come on. I might have some answers for you. I'm wondering why I shouldn't beat you within an inch of your life, Charlie. You have impulses, control it, and issues, don't you? I thought you had gone for good. Hey, I got hurt in that fight too, you know. So you gonna tell me what you learned? Your money ran out a month ago, smart guy. What makes you think I'm interested in your little mystery? Because you're like me. You're curious. You almost got me killed. My curiosity doesn't extend that far. Sure it does. Well, so you start looking into it. Wait, have you been spying on me? I wanted to make sure you were alright. Who are you? I mean, just who the hell are you? Like I keep saying, I asked you first. Heh, neat trick. How's it work? See? Questions. That's good. That's why I like you. The clothes on the mask are chemically treated, activating the binary gas released from the belt buckle. Why show me that? To prove a couple points. First, that I trust you. And second, that most answers lead to more questions. How many more do you have now, Renee? One. Another 2 dozen or so. But most of them keep coming back to the same ones. What the hell's going on? What was that attack? Why did they attack us? What were those weapons for? Where'd they come from? Gotham's being targeted, Renee. What we found was the groundwork for an invasion. Gotham City's been targeted by the aliens known as Intergang. And that was week 9. Look at there. A certain Batgirl is there, but who is not even a Batgirl? That's not a girl at all. That's a woman. A Batwoman? Who is this person watching Question and Renee? We'll see next week. And give me a moment. I'm going to start up Isaac. So we'll do Isaac in a moment. So Team. Now then, time for some Binding of Isaac. Let me get stuff going. Alright, everyone here. Okay, where's the game? Oh. Wait. There we go, there's Isaac. I just gotta change the thing real quick. Give me a moment. What was the name? What was my... You know, I've done this shitty thing for a while, but I still forget my format sometimes. Like, what's the format again? Is this like this way? It's this. Okay, and aha, that's how I format my titles. You know, somehow I still forget my titles every time. Okay, fine. I was like 7/5. Cry time. Cry time. Binding of Isaac Repentance.